Hey boys and girls, my name is Miss Jacobs and I am here to teach you how to compare numbers. To compare numbers, we are going to become math detectives. So if you have a spyglass and a detective notebook, you might want to grab them because you're going to need them in order to learn how to compare these numbers. Let's get started. When we're comparing numbers, we use these symbols: greater than, less than, and equal to. So my example is 657 is greater than 489. Well, let's think about it. Would you rather have $657 or $489? I'm with you. I would rather have the $657. In fact, I'd probably go buy me some new shoes and maybe even go out to eat somewhere if I had a little extra cash. What would you do? Those sound like great ideas. Now, let's get back to learning how we're going to compare these numbers. You're going to be a math detective within the next 3 minutes. All right, here's our worksheet for today. When we are comparing numbers, we want to stack those numbers up. So let me show you how to do that. We want to put our two numbers on top of each other. I'm going to show you an example using this little grid. So my example is 473,824. I'm going to write that number in these boxes right here. That way I can look at them closely to see if I can compare the values to my other number, 473,842. So I'm writing it right below it. Now I'm going to use my handy dandy magnifying glass if you have one, and I'm going to look in here and I'm going to compare them. Let's look at our first two digits. We've got 4s. They're the same. Then I'm going to come look at the 7s. They're the same too. Now we have the 3s in the thousand spot. They're the same. My 8s are the same. Until I get to the 2 and the 4 right here in the tens column. And look, they're different. Let's see. What is bigger, 2 or 4? Yes, the 4 is larger. The 2 is smaller. So now I'm going to look down at my sentence. 473,824 is right here. We know this number is smaller because of this 2 in the 10 spot. So 473,824 is actually less than 473,842. Let's look at another example. Here we go. Let me pull this over just a little bit. Let me come back over here. Now, you can see I don't have squares on this one, but all I have to do is write one number underneath the other. So let's compare 78,839 with 87,389. I'm just going to write 87,389 right here underneath 78,839. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to compare. I'm going to investigate these place values. Well, let's look. In the 10,000s place, I have a 7 and an 8. What do you notice automatically? Yes, that this 7 is smaller than the 8. So therefore, I know my first number is smaller or less than 87,389. Let's do one more. 409,821, is it greater than, less than, or equal to 490,821? Let's see. I'm going to stack up my numbers by rewriting them on top of each other. And now let's compare each of our places. I have 2 4s in the 100,000s column. They're the same. Then I get to the 10,000s. I have a 0 and a 9. What's smaller, the 0 or the 9? The 0 is smaller. The 9 is larger. So therefore, I now know that 409,821 is less than 490,821. This is how we compare numbers. Anytime you're comparing two numbers or even three numbers, stack them up. Look at each place value. Get those detective skills out, those spy glasses, and you can figure out which number is larger and which number is smaller. Guys, thank you for joining me today. Good luck on comparing numbers. If you have questions, email your teacher.